Brian, this is Tony McEwen. He is our morning anchor here.
Hi, Tony. Brian Ray.
I don't know if you haven't met before.
Hi, I'm Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Brian Ray.
I'm sorry,
Nice to meet you,
Patrick. Come join me, Brian.
Okay, great.
So nice to meet you.
And you?
So you're a local boy, huh? You're from
I
Southern
am.
California. I didn't realize I was
Born and raised right here in L.A.
That is fantastic. Oh, let me turn off my heater. I'm from Hawaii, so I'm like always cold.
What island?
I'm from Oahu.
Are you really?
And yeah, we're going to be talking to somebody from Kauai today, Mike Coots. I'm going to be talking like pidgin English, I'm sure here. Do you spend a lot of time in Hawaii at all?
I love it. You know,
yeah?
I've been probably 6, 7 times.
Oh.
I mean, you can't be from L.A., take vacations,
and
not go to Hawaii.
Although I know plenty of people who haven't been just one hop away. Are you calling me to go out there right now?
Yes.
You are. Okay, now that's what we forgot about that situation. Hey, Tony, do you mind starting this one and just opening it up maybe with the two of us and then just coming to talk to Brian?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do this together really, really quick.
Okay.
But has he explained to you about the hangout?
Not really.
No?
I know a little bit about
You
it.
do?
Google
You do.
Plus.
Okay.
Hangout.
I'm going to run out in the set, but let me just introduce you. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday from the Fox 11 newsroom here in Los Angeles. I have Brian Ray here. Tony McEwen is here as well. Very informal, casual conversation with people from all over the world.
Great.
It's also broadcast live to YouTube, so anyone with a YouTube channel will be watching right now.
Fantastic.
Here's our microphone here, and here's our camera. Come scooch up just a little bit, and then I'll wait until the camera kind of focuses here. There it goes. Hey, you guys.
Hey, everybody.
So these are the guys in the hangout right now. Anthony, Tony, will you come by? And then I'm going to be right back, okay? And then I'll try to join in on the fun because I know you guys are going to have fun.
Thanks a lot.
I'll be right back. Ryan just played at the opening ceremonies in London with Sir Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So Tony's going to be there. I'll be right back.
How are you doing today? All right?
Good, thanks.
Very good.
So, Brian, good to meet you again.
And you? Thank you.
So you're a Southern California boy.
That's right. Born and raised Southern California.
How in the world did you get all hooked up with Sir Paul McCartney?
Isn't it crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How'd that happen?
I have been working somehow. I've patched together a good career ever since I was a kid, but I started working right out of high school with Etta James, who a lot of you might have heard of before.
Etta James. She passed away not too long ago.
Not too long ago, and we were very close. I was with her for 14 years as her musical director and guitar player from age 19. And somehow, that helped with confidence I already had, and I just was able to get job after job with some scary lean years as well, times when I had no idea if I would be able to work again. I was just getting ready to do whatever. I was doing the scary prayer, like, God, if this isn't where I'm supposed to be, show me and give me something else. But as luck has it, I got a call one day, would you like to perform one song with Paul McCartney on the Super Bowl in 2002? And I had 2 friends that were already in the band, the drummer Abe Laboriel and Rusty Anderson, the other guitar player. And as luck has it, I had hoped that I would get some kind of chance with that, but it was a big dream. Anyway, I got the chance to do it, and Paul liked me and invited me back, and here I am almost 11 years later.
Isn't that amazing? And what was it like? Fast forward to the opening ceremonies of the Olympics there in London. What was that like?
Well, that's like a penultimate gig, isn't it? I guess there is probably no other job that gets you in front of more eyeballs on a global level than an opening ceremony for the Olympics. And this is a big one, too, that it's being held in London, and that, of course, they love and honor Paul so much there in London, So it was a given that they would ask him to be involved. And, it was an amazing rush when you're thinking that people all over the world, anyone who's got a feed, any internet connection is probably watching this right now. Anyone who's interested at all is going to see us. So
I think this was probably the most watched one because we do now have so many outlets and so many different ways of watching the Olympics. Yeah,
you can't know just from the Nielsen ratings, can you? Because, a lot of people are watching live feeds. But they were saying over 1 billion people would be watching, and I thought, oh, my God, I'm just going to try not to think about this while I go out and try and play naturally.
Some questions from members in the hangout here.
Let's do it.
A lot of people have questions for you. Who wants to have a question? Anyone?
I will.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Trey.
I am English, or British, shall I say, to be honest. So I really enjoyed the opening ceremony, and I know it was very sort of UK centric in its content. What did you think about it? Did you?
Well, you know, I'm not a huge history buff, but I am a fan of Danny Boyle, the director of the opening ceremony, and I thought, you know, whoever is hosting the Olympics has a right to present to the world the London that they want to put forth. And he thought that he would show a little bit of their history. Beijing did it their way with amazing feats of, acrobatics and an amazing opening ceremony. And London just went in a different direction, and it became a bit of a chronological history. And to be there in the stands, I watched the first hour and a half of it. It was stunning, you know. And they went into the Industrial Revolution, and the smokestack started rising up out of nowhere. It was pretty amazing.
What was the energy like?
It was crazy because we were in the stands, as I said, watching the first hour and a half, and the band was there. Paul was a few rows ahead, and you know, people all around us, Brits, were crying, and over things that I wouldn't really get. Yeah. Like some of the songs that they chose, like they started singing "Oh Danny Boy," and the children's choir was singing. Everyone around me was all teared up. I'm going, "What's the big deal? It's just a nice little song," you know. But you know, I thought it was very moving and very touching, and a giant story for a small screen, you know.
Any other questions?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Brian, you guys rehearse it, right? So in the rehearsal, how was that experience like? And did they show everything? And there was a chance for people to leak out info, right? And people seems like were able to keep the secrets of different parts. What was that experience like?
Yes, well, we only had one rehearsal in the stadium, and that was the night before. Oh, we did a run-through during the day 2 days earlier. So we had two little goes in the stadium itself, but we had rehearsed in a local London studio for the better part of a week. And that was really just so that we were confident that the audio mix was going to be what we wanted, because so many times we're together 11 years, and we know what we sound like. And sometimes you'll go and do these big shows, and they'll have some guy from the network who's in control of your final sound, and it comes out sounding nothing like you sound. And you're going like, all this work and all this rehearsal to put it out there and go live, and this guy's never heard of it. So we decided, Paul decided that was never going to happen again, and we had a guy from the BBC come to our rehearsals and match the kind of sound that we like. And it worked out really great.
Well, when you're Sir Paul, you have that kind of fun.
Right.
Well, and yeah, Giles Martin as well, helping us with that as a engineer and production mind, and he was so helpful. Great guy. George Martin's son, Giles.
Wonderful. Any other questions? Yes, Ayu.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to know, well, after this, what's next? What's the next big dream? I mean,
I know.
Going off on your own, or bigger things with Sir Paul? What's happening next?
Well, I'm sure there's much more with Sir Paul. Thanks for the question. I don't know if there's anything bigger as far as global audience goes. Maybe a show from Mars. We just got over to Mars. I think that might be next. So that or the space station. I don't know. It's like, what do you do after that? But, you know, somehow Paul always finds a way to top whatever big deal we did last. So stay tuned, okay?
Will do.
Thanks for your questions, you guys.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you joining us.
I got to go get on TV.
Ray. Oh,
Can
yeah.
we take a photo?
Yeah, let's do a photo.
I just like photobombed you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, you guys.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Dude, they all take photos.
AC Green?
Yeah.
When are you going to do AC? You're going to do it before?
Well, Anthony's got Mike at top of 9.
Mike Coots.
Mike Coots.
Yeah. But AC's not until later in the night. He's available.
Right.
I think they'd like to try and do it before as opposed to after, because after.
You guys seem pretty calm considering, you know, what the number of people he played for.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to ramp them up.
Billions
He's
of people.
57 years old. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to get up
Doesn't
there.
even look like that.
What's he doing? What's he doing here? What's he doing here? Promoting
Boys and Girls Club thing.
Boys and Girls Club. Okay.
Josh, I don't know if you noticed in the press materials, he's going to announce for the first
He was very good. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed out the fun. I had to run out to the...
He's very rock hard.
He is a rock and roll dude, huh? Did he give you any gossip on Sir Paul McCartney?
I don't think I think it's all in the news, isn't it? If there's any gossip about him, we all know about it. So.
Not really.
No, of course not. I mean, with him being a rock star, then it's probably all sorts of. There would be if I were him anyway. That's for sure.
Okay, look, we've got AC Green who's coming up here any second. If you don't know AC, my camera is like being funky today. Do you guys notice any difference?
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a bit off.
Yeah.
A bit off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's okay.
you know, maybe it's Google today because yesterday I tried to do Hangout in the afternoon and I kept getting an error, and then I noticed on other people's streams that they were getting errors as well. I don't know if you guys...
Sarah Hill had the same problem yesterday.
Yeah, okay, all right. So maybe something's going on with Google and they're like updating some things, some features. But AC Green is a two-time NBA champ for the LA Lakers, and he is doing something with the Boys and Girls Club. I'll ask him about it and see what he's doing. But he's a big, good influence on all the young kids around here. Let's see, AC Green, Boys and Girls Club. Where's
Another goal. Get in.
Oh yeah, who won?
The boxer, Nicola Adams.
Oh,
you mean the British got another gold?
Boom! Yeah. Nice
That's
one.
23.
Is it your second one? I'm just kidding.
23, man. Come on. This is the best we've ever done. Oh no, best we've done in 106 years, isn't it? It's the best
which sport or which?
Far behind you. Boxing.
Oh, you're far behind us.
Oh yeah, put like 9 medals behind you.
Oh my God.
9 goals. Well, you don't think that's... Maria, okay, look, there are 60 million of us. There are 400 million of you, okay? We'll just do it.
Okay, it's all
as far as that's concerned, we're number one. This is phenomenal. The whole country.
Fair enough.
By the guest.
Oh my gosh, my husband is going to be just so bummed that he cannot be here.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you.
Loves AC.
Who just left?
No, my husband would be so bummed out. Yeah, yes. He's a huge basketball fan and a fan of yours. AC, this is our camera right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to get you in the shot here. If you can just, yes, thank you. And this is our microphone right here. Have you met Tony McEwing, our morning anchor?
Yes, quite familiar with Tony.
You've been here many times, right?
I won't get lost around here too much.
That's right. Here's our microphone. This is the blue mic, and here's our camera. And you know about our Hangout? Did Anthony explain it a little bit?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Oh, excellent. So this is broadcast live to our YouTube audience as well. So hopefully many more people are watching. But in the Hangout, we have a maximum of 10. So let me introduce everybody in the Hangout here really quick. Hey, good morning. It's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles. I've got AC Green, who is a very familiar face in the basketball world. And here in Southern California, AC is a two-time NBA champ here for the Lakers and does so much for the Boys and Girls Club and so many other charity groups and organizations around town. And we're going to talk to him about what he's doing today. If you're watching on air, by the way, make sure you plus and comment. I know you're watching. Please share the link, okay? I see the viewer count. Okay, let me introduce everybody. This is Ayub. He's hanging out with us from Leicester in England. Gayano is in Reno. Hampton is in Canada, Calgary. Thomas is in Italy. And Trev is in the UK as well. He's
awesome. Hello, everybody.
So, AC, welcome back to the Fox 11 Newsroom. What's going on? What are you guys doing? I know you've got the Boys and Girls Club thing that you're doing some work with.
Yes, indeed. I mean, well, of course, all of us are really watching the Olympics right now. So
we were just talking about it.
We were. Am I right?
I think the British just got one more medal just now, right? And
gold. Yeah, we're going to really count the gold. Yeah, boxing. Nice. Nice. Cheers, Mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very competitive though, and I said that's still not as much as us, but I get it. We have over 400 million. Is that how many people in our
I think
country?
you're just under about 380 or something like that.
Right, 300 million, and so therefore they're winning, is what Trevor's saying.
Well, no, we're not. We're third, but we've got to take some comfort in the fact
I know,
that
just relatively speaking, right? Relatively speaking. So anyway, yeah, lots of fun stuff going on at the Olympics, and we were just talking to Brian Ray, who performed with Sir Paul McCartney for the opening ceremonies. Do you wish that you were there? Do you kind of wish that you were part of the whole competition?
That would be a fun event. You know, to be able to take in the opening ceremony and just sort of just hang out for those few weeks would be awesome, actually.
Did you play with the team at one time?
No. I tried. I didn't make the team during my junior, senior year in college, and so I did a select basketball team, but it wasn't the Olympic game. It was Pan American. But it was still fun and exciting. But this is just, I mean, I'm on my seat like,
really?
Come on, go, kind of thing.
That's so fun. That's great. Daniela just walked in. She is in Portland. Hanging out.
Hi, good morning.
If you guys have any questions for AC, make sure you get my attention, of course, and I'll go to you. Hi. What's your question?
I'm just a longtime Lakers fan, so I just wanted to say hi and I just wonder. And I know it's completely off topic, but what are your thoughts for the next season?
I'm Steve Nash is here. New.
That's right.
Yeah.
Steve Nash from Suns.
Some new things are happening there, so that's exciting for us. It depends on really what the team we're going to have going into the season. That's really going to be the biggest thing. So I think, L.A. is really calm now because we're thinking, okay, is Dwight Howard coming? Is he not coming? What else is going to happen? But, you get into, really August and heading towards September, and now you're going to pretty much settle into what the team is going to be. So I'm excited. I think the guys are pretty much back to training now. Obviously Kobe's already into basketball shape, basically. And so it's going to be pretty fun, pretty much a lot of fun.
Anyone? No. Do you think Kobe's age is starting to be a factor in his playing over at the Lakers?
He's only going to get better.
Yeah.
I
mean, look at Nash. I mean, he's considered one of the veterans now in the industry, and look at him.
Oh yeah, I mean these guys, because they've been around the block now, they sort of know how to play, smarter, not harder, and that's really the key to it. You just learn how to just get maximized with less effort.
Okay, I want. Yeah, you got one more.
I have one more question. Just getting back to point about the charity. What got you involved in it?
That back. Yep.
What got you involved in the charity? How did you get started with it?
Well, first of all, the Boys and Girls Club, I actually am an alum of the Boys and Girls Club, and so it started for me over 30 years ago. And so I'm from Portland, Oregon. And I think it's going
yes.
Okay, so we have that in common.
Yeah, go Beavers.
That's right. There you go. And so being an alum, 30 years, actually just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Boys and Girls Club. There's a relationship with toward corporate, and it's really, really cool when you think of the relationship there, because they're really helping a lot of kids from these underserved areas, such as myself when I was coming up, to really further education. And they're putting, really $1 million. They're really up in the ante right now. So what's really happening is they're putting almost over $1 million into scholarship awards, for these kids to get a chance to go from the high school to the college, and really making their dreams come alive and come true. And so that's really what it's all about. Making life easier is what the program really is centered on right now, and it's really, really cool.
What can we do then as a community in order to help continue those efforts for the Boys and Girls Club?
One, to get involved. It doesn't take money all the time. It just takes time.
Right.
It's just let people know, where you are, that you care, that you want to get involved, even if it's volunteering online, if it's volunteering going out to an event, if it's volunteering, I have basketball camps that I work a lot with the Boys and Girls Club, with the students there, and we have a lot of volunteers that come out and just give what they can. Sometimes, your
you
effort.
think your first instinct is like, I don't have any money to give right now, but it's way more than that.
Yeah, it is. It's so much more than that, and that's what really is kudos to a corporation as big as Toward it really is. When you see that they're really giving actually money and they have in the time, because they have a lot of their employees who really just like volunteering time and doing so much, and so I'm really excited about that. But that's the real answer. Just get involved where you can, how you can.
Well, thank you for doing what you do. I mean, it's inspiring, and it's so great for our kids. And there's a lot of kids, especially in our neighborhood here, who need the help, right, and the guidance.
Well, it's changed my life. I mean, I'm a prime example, honestly, of someone who needed some direction, just needed some outside support from that was inside the home, but I needed those other outside voices to come in and help me, and that's really why I'm doing it.
What else are you? How are you? What's going on in your life? What are you doing these days besides all the good that you're doing?
Well, that really centers really what I really love doing. My heart really beats and ticks, with that. I mean, I have a youth foundation, the AC Green Youth Foundation, and it's been 24 years now that we've really been out, and I just love really helping kids and helping families really reach their next step, reach their next destination. Because for me, that's fulfilling, and then that's what I really like doing. And there's always business things, there's always other stuff that does go on, but the core of it is you just got to try and help someone. And that's what brings a smile on my face.
How'd you get to be so nice? You're like, you're really, I mean, honestly, you're so nice. Daniela, yeah, what's your question?
I actually first just want to say it's such a pleasure to meet you. I grew up, my grandfather was a senator down in San Bernardino County, and he had season tickets to the Lakers, and you were my grandmother's favorite. I just remember her screaming and cheering you on, so it brings back a lot of memories. Also, being a fan of random trivia, I have to ask you about your hiccups.
Hiccups?
I understand you had hiccups for years and years and years.
Right?
That's that small misprint.
Okay. Sometimes Wikipedia is not quite accurate.
Yeah.
So what?
There wasn't any chronic hiccups.
One day you had the hiccups and they interviewed you.
It was
good.
Real bad burrito. I won't say who it was
from.
I pop in for half a second?
Not at all.
Hi.
Oh, I had read that, and I'm such a fan of random trivia. I had to know if it was true or not.
I just wanted to pop in for a second to say my first 15 years in the business was a sports producer, and this guy here is the nicest guy in sports. Just absolutely a pleasure to deal with over the years, and it's great to see you again.
Okay, hold on. I got to get my $1.
How much? $1?
I mean, wow.
No, really.
No,
honestly, there were a lot of people that have sat here, and you just so nice. Like it just exudes you.
Why not? That. I mean, why get caught up or hung up on yourself or things you do? There's so much more going forward, and so
it's infectious though. But thank you. It makes me want to go and volunteer. Definitely.
Can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, Kempton. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. AC, did you find through basketball you were able to reach out to the kids, like boys and girls, and then have them open up to you to talk more about the other challenges that they face?
Yes, I think so, because there's a level of credibility and confidence that comes with sometimes notoriety, and I feel a person's gift does open up doors and avenues for them, but some of those doors and avenues is a trust, and so because people see you on TV, but also they see the kind of things that you're doing. Now kids really are more relaxed around you. They're more open to say, okay, you know what, you're a nice guy. You listen to me. You sit down and sit beside me, and we talk. And so therefore they want to hear more about what's going on and share their real life true stories.
I really wanted to ask this question, but I have to run back in the studio. Tony, if you don't mind finishing this, but there are a lot of negative stories in the news about people who take advantage of children when they go and they volunteer for these organizations. How do we keep the kids safe? How do we make sure that those security measures are in place so that those kinds of people aren't around our young kids? And when we talk about the Jerry Sandusky's in the world, do you know what I mean? And then I have to get up now because I can't hear the answer, but I'm going to watch the playback here. But Tony, did you hear my question? Okay.
AC, it's great to see you.
No, thanks, Tony. I appreciate it indeed.
Well, and I'm sure when you hear those kinds of stories, and I don't know that it's happening more, but certainly I think we're hearing about those kinds of things more, and I'm sure as someone who works with kids and who does so much good with kids, it has to break your heart.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it is a challenge out there because, as much, insurance coverage you have as agencies and things you do and you look into, and then at the same time as much background checks that you do on anyone that really comes into your facility or near your facility when there's kids involved, it's still one of those, you got to start, you still try and use even common sense, and believe your instincts. Everything is not detectable. But at the same time, some things, they just maybe give you that feeling. It's better to be safe than sorry, and that's sort of how I've, operated within the last 24 years with our organization and with the Boys and Girls Club. It's the same way. It's so many precious lives out there that we know, that we're connected to, and you just, it's every last one of them are heartbreaking. They come with enough challenges and enough baggage already, and to have something like some kind of problem with an adult come into their life and pile on top of, I mean, the upside is really, really hard just to get them back on level one, So, yeah, it's a tough situation, but you really got to just do all your background checking that you possibly can, but don't forget your sixth sense, and your common sense at that.
You've been one athlete, and I'll let you go after this, but you've been one athlete who has really done not only so much for the sport, but has done so much for the community and has given back so much. Do you see more of that happening in sports today or less of it? And would you like to see a lot more of it than what's going on?
I think there's a lot of good going on. I think there's a lot of guys who are starting to get it, starting to get the opportunity that they have, the role that they have, and the chance of influence that they have. Maybe it's a lot more behind the scenes. It's not because, it's not what's on the front cover because it doesn't necessarily sell the good to mankind that you do a lot of times. But I'm encouraged by the fact that I see a lot of guys starting their own program, their own foundation, or getting a part of something like a Boys and Girls Club, and really say, you know what, I want to try and help that way. And that's encouraging to me because before, there was still more of I want to do my own thing, and that's the discouraging side of it. You're trying to get guys to get a paradigm shift and see a little bit more.
Well, you know what? You are certainly the perfect role model for that. We'd like to thank AC Green for joining us here in the Google Plus Hangout. If you'll take a quick picture, if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, AC.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Thank you all.
Really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm going to introduce you to Chicky. He's our audio guy.
That's a cool guy.
What a nice guy, right?
I mean, what a great guy. Yeah.
Just an incredibly cool guy.
So based on your last two questions, Tony, so it seems like in the older days, they're a lot more involved and compared to the newer guys, which I'm sure, well, they're loaded, but they're not as involved or not as.
Well, it's just that I think, and even AC alluded to that in his answer, that he thinks more guys are really starting to get it. It's not that I don't think that athletes haven't been involved in community activities in the past. I think a number of them have, but I'm not so sure that it has been on a very wide scale necessarily. And you have to keep in mind that a lot of these guys are very young. And so they're into what it is they're into. They're making a lot of money, and they're getting a lot of notoriety, and they're getting a lot of attention. And you don't necessarily think about, hey, I'm making all of this money. Maybe I should, unprecedented. Absolutely unbelievable amounts of money that most people in the world will never see. Never be able to make in their lives. Is it just so that I can drive the fastest car? Is it just so that I can get the prettiest girl, or is there something else in life that I can do, or having been blessed with this talent and blessed with the opportunity to make this kind of money? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think you could apply that to any sort of celebrity where people make a whole lot of money and a whole lot of fame overnight. people go one way or another with it and either feel so blessed they want to give back or they just want to dump all their money in a big pile and roll around in it.
Yeah, and we see that. Unfortunately, that's what the cameras tend to focus on a lot, and so of course that's what you see most often. You see these crazy athletes, no names shall be mentioned, but people burning money and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You've seen it.
Oh,
making it rain at the club.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah, he's the biggest one. I mean, he's a talented guy, but come on, there's no need for it.
I see stuff like that, and I think, how many people could that have fed? How many kids could that have helped? How many people could that have clothed who have no,
absolutely.
I
mean, it's okay having a big house. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I'd have a big house. But share the love, man. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't just.
Don't throw it away.
Yeah.
Literally throwing away.
No, I wasn't angry when I see stuff like that. I'm more hurt than angry, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of disappointment as into
It really highlights the disconnect between them and your everyday people, though. I mean, folks are looking at that thinking, that's my power bill, that's, groceries next week, and he doesn't even think that.
Yeah.
We can talk to Mike right
or
after.
in some cases, that's months of working.
Mm-hmm.
Months. Maybe a year.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Which incident was it? I missed that. Did someone blow something, or not just buying expensive stuff, right?
No, they literally burned it.
Literally burned the money, which is, by the way, illegal.
Illegal, yeah, in the States, yeah, it's illegal to burn your tender.
It's illegal in England. It's called defacing the Queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Queen's on it.
Go. I'm gonna take my chair. I don't have any qualms, but we aired it on the news. It was Floyd Mayweather who was burning money in the club. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, he's always at it. He's always doing something.
Yeah.
It's just.
I think he just is very provocative. I think he wanted attention, and he was doing it.
Well, I mean, if you look at it that way, if you look at how much he just spent in marketing and PR to get the same, I mean, that's basically what he's doing. It's advertising money, and burning it is just the same as spending it on advertising. I suppose you could say that, but
there's other ways.
It's a bit more blatant, and it's like kicking poor people in the face. It's not.
Right. It is. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, at least if you spend it on advertising, you're giving people jobs. There's not again, but yeah.
Or at least if you make it rain at the club, people are picking the money up and taking it home.
Yeah, don't burn it. Just throw it then, right?
Yeah.
Which is still ridiculous, but at least somebody gets it.
Yeah.
I missed the rest of AC Green's talk with you guys. Darn it, I had to run on the set. My new duties are getting in my way of hanging out. Darn it.
The humanity.
I think you need to tell them to make sure that the hangout takes precedence.
Let me call my boss over. He's here. I just saw him walk by. I know. But did you guys read that write-up on All Access? Because you guys were in it. Well, actually, I don't know.
Deanna, was it?
What did I miss? What write-up?
Oh, it's on my stream.
Mike Tyson's hangout.
Oh, okay. I wasn't in that.
I wasn't in that one. So.
Were you not in that one, Trev?
No, my friend was round, so I didn't.
Sorry.
That's why. But I didn't know. I would have done. I still would have done, but I didn't even like a surprise guest, wasn't it? And then when I saw it, like.
Yeah, you're right. He was one of those surprise ones. And
I had a technical issue, and I dropped out like 10 minutes before he came on.
That'd be even worse, I think, than.
What a bummer.
Shocking. That on the last second.
Yes, I know, because it happened like at 11.
Yeah, it was pretty late. It's like, and everyone else.
You're bringing him now? Yeah. Mike? Okay. Mike Coots is coming in right now. Mike is the guy who is from Kauai. There he is. Okay. Anyway, you'll see. What's up?
Mike.
Mike.
Hi, pleasure.
Aloha. I'm from Oahu,
Okay,
so I'm
nice.
gonna like totally go into my pigeon talk.
Okay, sounds good.
Be like, "Oh, brother, come join me." I'm from Hawaii, so I just start talking like I'm pigeon English. So I'll have to like fight against
Amuse all your coworkers.
Yeah, I'll fight against it here. But anyway, this is our hangout here, Mike, and this is our microphone.
Okay.
So can you just get up just a little bit, and then we'll get in the window here. Okay. Here's the camera. And basically it's kind of a way for everybody to get a behind-the-scenes look at what we do, and we get to talk to all our cool guests that go on the air for the TV show, and then here for our online audience. And there's a bunch of them watching on YouTube too. Okay. So that's really cool. Anyway, let me introduce you to everybody, okay? Hey, you guys, it's Maria from the Fox 11 newsroom here in Los Angeles. I've got Mike Coots with me.
Hi, everyone.
Mike
Aloha.
is a fellow Kama'aina. I like to say aloha as well. Also from Hawaii, but on the island of Kauai. Yes, that's where he grew up. And he's here to talk to us about the show on Discovery Channel. Is it called Shark Week?
The programming for week long is called Shark Week, and our actual program is called Shark Fight.
Shark Fight, and talk about our shark fight. If you don't know about Mike's story, he was attacked by a shark on Kauai.
Yep, correct.
And his leg was bitten off. Right.
I have a prosthetic leg.
Isn't that crazy? So anyway, we have lots of questions, and I know you have to go on the air, so hopefully we'll get all the questions on. Okay, all right, I'm looking at our producer. So anyway, let me introduce everybody really, really quickly. Trev is in the UK. He's hanging out with us from Brighton.
Hi,
Thomas is in Italy.
Thomas.
Kempton's in Calgary, Canada. Diano is in Reno, Nevada. And Daniela is in Portland. And I is also in England, hanging out with us. Okay, so let me just start off really. Trev, yes, you had a question?
Kind of. You hear that, I don't know how valuable this information is, but when you hear that if you're ever attacked by a shark, you're supposed to punch it in the eye. Is that true, or did you think that, what were you thinking? Do you know what I mean? It's
true.
Well, first of all, what happened? So you were out one morning.
I was out a morning.
Were you
in October.
swimming? Were you surfing?
I was boogie boarding at the time.
Boogie boarding,
I was boogie boarding, and I didn't see a fin coming or anything. The shark just came vertically like a submarine, grabbed onto me, started doing the ragdoll back and forth, and just out of instinct. It's not something you think, like, if I get bit, I should punch a shark, do this or that. It's just get away from me kind of thing, and I punched it, and as soon as I hit it, it went away and it disappeared. So
it works.
It does work.
It does work.
Yes, Ayub, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, I mean, after such an experience, did you find it difficult to start talking about it and getting involved in a show about fighting sharks, or?
People are curious. From day one, from the hospital staff in the hospital asked me what it was like. I mean, I was in the ambulance, and the guy in the ambulance was trying to like ask me what's going on. So it's people's curiosity, but as it transpired to what I'm doing now with shark conservation, I was contacted by Pew Environment Group, and they gave me information on what's happening with shark finning and stuff going around the world, and that got me into doing conservation work. Just
love of the water and nature. I mean, as someone else who is from Hawaii, we were taught, I mean, as a kid, we would sit on the sand and watch the water conditions, and we would just pray that, it's like, hey, let us play in your environment and keep us protected. I mean, that's what we just did that naturally every day. But you went back in the water. Did you have any qualms about going back in?
No. It's the way of life in Hawaii, and it was harder for me to be out of the water than psychologically trying to get back in the water. So.
And speaking of being in the water, you are a professional photographer.
Sure am.
And taking these cool, amazing shots of surf and waves. I was just checking out your website.
Thank you.
If you guys want to check out some of his work, you can just go to your website. It's
MikeCoots.com.
Yeah, MikeCoots.com. And I'm curious, have you seen any sharks since?
I have a couple times. I've been spearfishing, and I've had a shark brush up next to me, and I was bored one day, and I took a dead pig on my jet ski and fed a large tiger shark. Just went out.
Why would you do that?
It was just boredom, basically. We went about a couple miles off the sea and dumped this shark overboard, dumped a pig. It was like this hooves, and we tied it.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I had my coffee. I was on my jet ski in morning time, and about an hour later, a big tiger came up and started eating it. And we just watched
Did you
it.
document it?
Yeah, filmed it.
You
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
Holy crud, that would freak me out.
That's madness.
I was just talking about this with everybody on the set because a couple of days ago, the freakiest thing to do is to go swimming. Oops, see, Robin is on the set now. The freakiest thing to do is to go swimming at night in Hawaii because that just amps up.
Yeah. Well, your visibility, you can't see anything.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that? Have you guys ever gone night swimming? Even
I've never been day swimming.
Oh, you've never been there swimming. Oh my gosh. So what was the craziest shark story that you've heard so far?
I would say it's a fellow person that's on our shark fight show, Ahmad from South Africa. I won't talk about it, but because you guys need to watch the show. But it's absolutely.
But
he survived a very large great white off of South Africa, and his story is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So watch the show.
Kempton, yeah, what's your question?
Yeah, like in Calgary, our city just banned shark fin soup and selling and buying of shark fins. So going back, I'm amazed and surprised that you, from your experience, you became a shark conservationist. And what was that transition? Like, did you ever hate or dislike shark when that happened? What was like the change?
No. No.
Yeah, I know. I think it's partly because we grew up in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's just we're in their oceans and no resentment whatsoever.
We all sort of know. I mean, I know for me, for us, we know that we're going in their world, so we're always like very respectful and mindful that that's just not our place.
Yeah.
And we're taking a chance, but we just hope that you kind of swim in areas where you hope the reef will protect you from the sharks, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, that's me anyway. But going back to the whole shark preservation thing, for a while, like, we could get shark jerky and stuff. Like, is that legal? Like, can you still do that?
Yeah, it's state to state has different laws. In Hawaii, it is completely outright. It's like having drugs. It's total contraband. You can't own any type of shark product whatsoever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's a recent law in the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's any possession, anything, you will go to jail. It's stiff fine. They make the fines really stiff, jail, everything. So,
okay, because that was what like 10 years ago where I could get
shark jerky.
Not that I
was
eat
it good?
No, I would never dream of eating shark. No, I didn't even know why it was even around. Like,
I had shark steak. I mean, it feels like meat, but the problem I have with eating shark fins, it's they cut the fin and throw away the rest.
Yeah,
right?
completely. Totally.
Just for the shark fin soup. That's that's crazy. So, so what are you doing? So you're traveling around promoting
our show this coming Wednesday, 9 o'clock, Discovery Channel. Pretty excited about it. Beautiful weather here in L.A. Yeah.
Too hot.
It's a lot better than Hawaii right now, that's for sure.
It's been rainy.
Yeah, it's been rainy and windy and
Yeah. So, do you guys have any other questions? I could probably talk on and on about Hawaii.
It's not a guy that you could sit in a bar with and just talk to all night, isn't it?
Right. How's everything in Hawaii?
Everything is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lots of photography
Lots
work.
of photography.
Can we see your work somewhere besides the website? Like I saw Malia. You took pictures of Malia Jones. Yeah.
Malia Manuel.
Oh, Malia
she's
Manuel.
A good friend. She's won actually U.S. Open here in Huntington a couple times. The youngest ever to win the contest. She's actually a really good surfer. But I work for the main surf mag, so if you just flip open a magazine and look for the names, you might see my name.
We'll see your name. Mike Coots. And then your leg. So
leg.
How are you? How is it? Okay, you're
it's
good?
pretty good. I can do pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything?
We gotta
you
go.
have to go? Oh, okay. See, I told you I could talk to him forever. Can you guys take a quick photo? Okay, here's a camera.
Okay.
Did you guys do? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike.
Tell them.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for coming by.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm all homesick. Anyway, have fun.
Take a good one.
Bye. He's totally wearing his surf shorts, too. He's like a true local boy. True island boy.
Oh. I'm going to mention about, as you see now, about the... Because they've started making bionic limbs that move via thought. So it's just like an arm. So if you lose an arm, stick an arm on you, and you just think about it, and it moves. Not to the same dexterity as what a real arm is.
Yeah, no, that technology is amazing. He's wearing...
It's coming there,
Yeah, it's coming there, but it's got the... I don't know. Yeah, we didn't go into that much more. But you know the girl Hamilton, the girl that lost her arm.
Oh yeah, yeah. The movie. There was a movie.
Yeah, she was here once, and man, didn't she? She went right back in the water as soon as the doctor gave her the
That's
okay.
crazy. I'd be. Well, you don't know, do you? I mean, I've never been bitten by a shark, but I would imagine if that had happened to me, I'd be.
Yeah.
Out of the water.
Yeah, it's a spirit, and I'm not sure I have that kind of guts, and yeah.
But like I said, I mean that's like part of growing up. I mean, I don't know, in Hawaii, this is just how it is. It is kind of spooky though when you think about it, like you're swimming with all the. But you guys should all go to Hawaii. And
I'd be if I could, I would. Yeah, definitely.
And especially Danielle. I mean, you're right here. You're in Portland, and you could just take one flight, hop over. But go snorkeling with all the fish. It's so neat. What I love about Hawaii is that it's alive. It's really one of the few places in the world that it is literally alive because the volcano, you know, all that live energy is still coming out. So for me, whenever I go home, I always feel that it's almost.
Imagine that being your home. Well, you don't need to imagine. Just thinking, even usually when I go home, just imagine that being your home. That'd be just. Hawaii is your home. It's like, you know, it's just typical paradise, isn't it? It's stereotypical paradise.
It is.
You need to try it.
Oh, they're here. Oh, they're outside? Okay, I'll try to run out. Okay, the Fluff ice cream truck.
No, it's not ice cream.
Oh, it's not ice cream. It's shave ice. It's shave ice.
It's really creamy. It's like not like snow cone.
Is it? Are they making it already?
Did she say creamy shaved ice?
Yes, creamy shaved ice.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna run outside.
Fluffy.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. Ooh, creamy fluff shave ice. You guys have this on a day like today. My God, shave ice would be so awesome. That's another thing to get when you're in Hawaii. You must go to the North Shore and get fresh shaved ice.
Shaved ice.
Yes. It's basically ice that's all like put to this machine. It's like flakes of ice.
Oh, it's
a slushy, slush puppy. Yeah.
It's a snow cone.
Snow cone, yeah. That's
we call it a slush puppy over here.
But
well, the texture isn't as beady though.
No, this one's like really fun. And then at the bottom of the cone, we usually put a scoop of ice cream and some azuki beans and all these different colors and. What? Oh, that sounds so good. And then shreds of coconut, and anyway, now I want to go back to Hawaii. I'm so.
Why can't they make it here? Like, is it a business?
In Canada, yeah, they do. There are machines. They're like little kiosk machines that you can just buy. New business for you for the summer. Maybe it just doesn't get so hot that you'd want one. Definitely want one when it's hot outside. That's what we did that as kids every day. Anyway, Tom, you talk way too much, Thomas. You ask way too many questions. You are not allowed back. Dude, you're just like out of control.
Yeah, that's just because it's very difficult to follow you. And my connection is not the best here, so I hardly can understand what's the conversation about, so I need to be very careful that I get everything what's
you have to really focus and concentrate.
Yes. Well, you seem okay this way. I mean, we can hear you fine. Oh, you have to concentrate on me. Okay, well, I get that. Everyone has to
concentrate on like the you know, we have invited. Oh, here she is. I was just about to say, I invited Angie, who is an anchor, I believe, in Washington, D.C. Is she in here? Angie?
Yeah, she's trying to join.
Oh, she's trying to join. There she is. Hi!
Hi, Angie.
Thank you. I just texted Patrick because I just figured it out. This is my first time trying to do this myself.
Is this your first Google Hangout?
Yeah, well, I tried to do it on my own, where I opened up to the public with all these random people in it. I had no idea what I was doing, so this is the first time.
The technical part of it is kind of funky right now with you. Can you guys hear that, or is it just
I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I'm hearing the same
strange
thing.
Metallic hum. There it is.
Yeah.
The audio
it sounds like you're using a metal grinder or working in a metal shop.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do I need to get my, I'm just using my
I'll just switch this off then.
Why don't you jump out and jump back in? Okay, can you do that? Let's see what that
Get out and get back in. That may help.
Yeah, jump out, then jump back in. Yeah. Yeah, there was like at first I thought it was a cricket, like.
By the way, Trev, Jade Jones got into the Taekwondo final.
Nice.
From the semifinals, so that's another guaranteed medal, be it silver or gold. So
phenomenal. Do you know what, though, Maria? I made a post about this the other day. It's like with the Olympics, everybody cheers for everybody. It doesn't matter what.
No, I know. It's just.
It's great. I love it.
But here's the thing in England, if you guys get a medal, doesn't the bridge light up and stuff? Like, what happens, or like some crazy thing happens whenever?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you guys don't know that? They have the bridge all lit up a certain way, and then whenever there's a gold for the British,
the Tower Bridge,
the Tower Bridge, and then like this crazy light show comes on. This is what we had.
The one where they've got the actual Olympic sign hanging from it, the ring.
Yeah,
that would
the
be Tower
colors
Bridge.
all light up. So we were just teasing that it hasn't been lit up very often, but apparently
24 times so far.
No,
It's not bad.
This is early on. This is early on in.
Oh yeah, I mean I would a little bit. But the thing is, in England, we're very we're sort of like, oh well, we knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? We're not very positive about our team.
Oh really? Oh, that's surprising.
Same again. We lose again. But
no, we're with you. We're with you in celebrating. Okay, now Angie, you can hear us, yes? Okay. I think I've muted you. I'm not sure.
You may have.
I have.
Yes. They say your video is fine. It's just to say that.
Yeah, it's just
drill in the background.
Angie, can you try to unmute yourself and we'll see? It may be your onboard mic on your computer that is doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like I have an external mic here, Angie, like a blue, or if you're using your laptop, sometimes it's better to put earbuds in, and then maybe it won't do the feedback.
You've got one as well. You're not using it though, are you?
No, I'm using my new mic at the moment.
What's your new one? Which one's your new one?
Let me mute so I can lift it up, but I'll show you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's down, is it? Sweet.
Wow.
Fancy looking.
That's fancy schmancy.
That is a Rode Podcaster. It is probably the best quality USB mic you can buy.
Is that right? Because I got the blue one that's kind of, I forget what it's called, but it's one up from this one.
Yeah.
And
the thing with the one up from that is it just gives you more features. It's as good as that one's as good as the other one for using on Hangouts. But this one is actually designed for podcast recording to broadcast level. So it's got a built-in headphone you can plug in. You can listen to yourself as you talk as well as everybody else.
Maybe I should check that out.
It's a really nice mic.
Listen, Angie this is her first Hangout, and not if you can hear me. Yes, you can. Okay. Now, Angie, if you guys haven't circled her yet, she's going to start having Hangouts over at NBC in, do I have that right? NBC in DC? Yes? There's also a chat window here if you ever want to say something that I usually keep the chat window closed whenever I have a guest on with me because I never know what you guys are chatting about. So I always try to keep that closed just in case.
Yeah. But, well, Angie.
Angie, your photo here is just drop dead gorgeous. Wow.
Well, I've just added you to circles, Angie. So if you want to have a chat later on offline about mics and things, then just ping me a message and.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to circle these guys, and I can definitely share our circle with you. They're like friends to me. I mean, honestly, I feel like you guys are
like friends.
Well, I actually have questions about mics as well.
Friends.
Okay, so if you want to hang out in a few minutes, then we can do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I see you guys more than I see my best friend.
Yes, I was just about to finish my thought. You're like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That I don't get to see physically, but I feel like you're here. You know, I mean, I hang out with you guys more than I do my other colleagues here at work. Isn't that funny? I think I know you guys better. Except for Tony, who's like, I can't get rid of Tony. I mean, he's like the cockroach, you know, like, he's always around.
Did you call Tony a cockroach?
Oh, yeah, that's what she did. I heard her. I was sitting right here.
But in that respect, in the respect she used it, that's a compliment. I mean, they say that after a nuclear war, the cockroaches...
Yeah, right. How often we get into a nuclear nightmare?
World you live in, Trev, where you think that's...
Well, she means she's complimenting your resilience. That's the thing, as opposed to saying...
Cockroaches will survive the nuclear holocaust.
Oh, Eloy just stood up.
Yeah, I wish to squash you.
Squish you. Yeah, cockroaches, man. You can in Hawaii, the cockroaches fly, and they're like this. They're huge.
Yeah, I saw
the
cockroaches
oh, no,
like
no,
that in
don't
India.
remind me the flying one.
I don't mind.
I mean, I've seen cockroaches like that in India. They will just get up and fly, and they're just horrible little creatures.
Yeah. And they like to land on your neck, behind of your neck or something.
Oh, they go for your hair in India. They just
stop
it. Jump onto the hair and
No.
Because she started it. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you joining that Olympic hangout?
Oh, she started that.
She started, yeah.
Who's doing an Olympic hangout? Who's doing it?
Well, Deanna has
Team GB.
Just introduced me to this lass who's doing a hangout from Team GB Central.
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
Yeah. So cheers for that, Deanna. That's awesome. And even more awesome is tomorrow's guest, which I'm just...
Who's tomorrow's guest?
Pele. You probably never heard of him.
Yes, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
Soccer star, yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's shockingly massive. That's like, yeah.
That's huge.
Mm.
That's as big as Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Who's the what's the name that I can circle so I can look for the stream?
I'll mention you into the
Mike
post.
Downs is doing it, I think.
Will you plus?
I think Mike Downs is going to share.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Mike does that a lot. You're right. Let me.
Mike is involved, but it is the Team GB page that is hosting the hangouts. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to pop out and see what's happening in that one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Andrew.
Yeah, it seems to still do it. What kind of Mac do you have?
I have, gosh, it's just, I don't know, a big screen.
Is it like a MacBook Pro? Is it like a full-size laptop?
Yeah, it's just a regular Mac.
Yeah, like I had some problem before, but there was a fan. There was a fan that goes on like crazy. But yours seems like more. Angie's problem is different than mine, right?
Yeah, it's like sounds like it's. I can hear like the engine, not engine, but
the
motor.
It's gone. Yeah, it's less
gone.
now. It's back.
No, it's still there.
It's making me think of something internally, her hard drive or her fan or something's
moving.
like wobbling a little bit inside.
So even if I got a good mic, it's fine.
Yeah, or even an external mic. Like I end up having to use a mic like this that is not attached to the computer. That would actually.
You have an earbud, Angie, like the ones you use for your iPhone. You know the.
I don't know what they are.
Oh, you don't know where they are. Okay. But that might help. That would probably help.
I'll mute myself so I don't listen to your ears.
That's okay. But you know what? It's actually, this is the earliest we've ever, I think, finished in a long time. Angie, we have talked to all three of our guests already because they came in kind of early. And so, yeah, but basically, Angie, it's really fun. It's really informal and casual. And between Tony, who's now gone, wow, he left. But between
you
all
call him
of us,
cockroaches, so what do you expect?
right? First time, he's just like,
He probably wants to go get something to eat.
he probably went to go get some shave ice.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go and get
creamy
some
shaved ice.
Yeah. Do you want me to go and get it and show you, or shall I just go and you guys want to go do the other hangout?
No. Go get it and show. And I won't want to see.
You do? You do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go see if they have it set up, and I'll be right back. Okay. and Angie, if you want to stick around, I'll be right back too. And they can tell you all about the hangouts. It's really, really fun, actually.
Are we still on air? Can we say horrible things while she's gone?
No, you know what? Let me
stop the broadcast.
let me stop the broadcast. Okay, hold on. Good idea. I'm sorry if you guys are watching on air. There are quite a few of you watching on air, but we're gonna turn off the on air because
Maria should post pictures of the snow cone.
Yeah.
I will post. I'll
share it.
Since she's going off air right before she gets it.
Yes. So sorry. Okay, I'll post it right before. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.